All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Berachah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Brother Rabbi Nat coming out with a lesson, Lord's will, set applying to the Lord's elect. I'm going to start off in the book of the prayer, the Song of the Three Holy Children in the Apocrypha. We'll start right there. It says, and they walked in the midst of the fire, praising God and blessing the Lord. If you don't know who the three children of the prayer Azariah, it's the end of the 3rd chapter. When they were during the Babylonian age, they were put into the fire. Okay, and I just want to get into it because that's the same thing we going through. We going through the affliction, and what they did to get out of that is they trusted in the Lord. Okay. And we about to go through the same type of thing. We literally about to get put into the furnace of affliction. And the thermonuclear missiles are also a part of that fire you're going to have to get through. The scriptures tell you that the elect shall scarcely be saved. Okay? Let me start off in the book of Daniel, the 3rd chapter. Daniel 3:1, Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold whose height was 70 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. So there's an image that King Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, set up, just like the image that this devil's trying to set up today. But now it's not going to be a physical idol that you have to bow your knee to. It's going to be a spirit. It's going to be a digital device that you're going to put inside your forehead or your right hand, or in order to participate in commerce. Daniel 3:2. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up. So just like right now, they're doing that right now. They're gathering together to set up this image. All right, this image is symbolic of the New World Order that they're trying to set up. That's why you saw when Duck first came in, and when Biden was going out, he said that there was these techno oligarchs, I think he described them as. And then who was it that came to the speech of Donald Duck? It was Mark Zuckerberg. It was Elon Musk. It was some Chinese dude that owned TikTok. It was what's the dude who runs Amazon? Okay. Showing you all this digital AI infrastructure. Why is all this shit starting to be pushed out now? Digital currencies, all this shit, man. Look at the price of Bitcoin. So there's a new image, a new system that's being implemented, all right? Daniel chapter 3 and verse 4. Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, suckbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up. Now that announcement hasn't been brought out yet, but there's going to be a loud announcement that's going to tell you it's going to be mandatory for you to take this device. You're going to have to take that device, man. And this is what we're telling you about. And the Lord left these scriptures as an example that we can go into and see how these things were played out in the past times. Because you can read in the book of 1 Maccabees, the 1st chapter, about Antiochus Epiphanes. He tried to set up the same thing, man. He made it illegal for you to call yourself a Jew. Okay? So it's the same thing now. Now that Israel's starting to wake up, he's going to be implementing the same thing. Daniel chapter 3 and verse number 6. And whoso falleth not down and worship shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. So you didn't want to worship this image that Nebuchadnezzar was setting up, you were going to get burnt up, okay? And when that affliction comes, a lot of people are going to want to bow their knee. It's a lot easier to bow the knee than to get burned with fire, okay? So you're going to have a lot of faith in that time when they tell you that you're not going to be able to use your money anymore. You're going to have to set up this you're gonna have to get up with our program, man. If you want to participate, you want to go to Elon Musk's Tesla diner in California, you're gonna need a damn RFID microchip. And he said he calls us all, both rich and poor, small, great, it don't matter who you are, man. You're going to be taking that damn device. Ain't going to be no more cash. It is not going to be, oh, I'm homeless and all that. No, you're going to have to worship the image. The book of Daniel, chapter 3, and verse 7. Therefore, at that time, when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, suckbutt, psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people, the nations, and the languages fell down and worshiped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And majority of the people are gonna do that. They're all down for this bullshit. All this digital currency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, they all for that shit. That's what's wrong with these damn people, man. Because they don't follow the Lord, man. The majority of this world, they think the Lord's a so-called white man. So they have no clue. They have no clue. They read the Bible where it says it right here. Well, don't you know this roll was written in Hebrew? Don't you know this was written in Greek? You got to go back into those words and look these words up. Words lose their meaning when you translate it. Okay, it tells you that in the book of Sirach, the first chapter, that there's more meaning in Hebrew. That's why you got to go to this original language. Okay, some of these words that they translate, just like John 3:16. If God so loved the world, you think the world is talking about the whole damn world. The Lord don't love everybody, man. He loves his people, which are the children of Israel. And if you would know that, you would know that that word world was translated from Greek, and the word is cosmos. But you don't know that. And they don't teach you that in these schools. So the Lord raised up men to come out on these street corners and yell the truth out, just like it says in Proverbs, the first chapter. Wisdom crieth without uttereth her voice in the street. These people are not going in the street because they're scared what might happen to them. People are getting ran over by Jeeps, and what is that? IUIC got a damn woman try to run them over with a Jeep for preaching the word. Okay? They don't want to make their bodies a living sacrifice. It's easier to go inside of a building and lie. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 3, and verse 8. Wherefore, at that time, certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews. Yeah, certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews. We're going to get accused too. We're going to get accused the same way. Oh, he's racist. Oh, he's telling lies. Oh, he's this, he's that. Well, it says it right here in the Bible, man. You can read it for yourself, but you don't want to read. Okay? Scriptures tell you, blessed is he that readeth. You don't read. Someone reads it to you and you interpret it the same way they do it. And not knowing he working for Esau, man. He's trying to set up a 501c3. That's how, that's how he gets his kids and his house paid and shit like that. Those tax benefits, man. Okay, in order to participate in this society, it's tough, man. You need tax breaks, man. He's charging you for every fucking thing you purchase. He's charging you double, man. When he pays you, he's taking his money off the top. Then when you buy things, he's taking more money away from you. You're always being taxed. He got the nerve to actually try to get you for tax evasion. This damn devil, man. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 3, verse 9. Then they spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. Thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, suckbutt, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth, that he should be cast into the midst of the burning, fiery furnace. And that is the same decree we're waiting for to make it mandatory to take that MOTB. That same decree is going to be implemented. They're already playing the sultry, the suck, but they're playing that sound now. That's why you're starting to see people talk about digital currencies. That vibration's already out there. Because that's what sound is. It's a vibration, man. And that's what they're doing, man. They're all playing along to the song, man. I was watching Apostle Tahar do a video today. I don't know if he was going back 9 years when they were talking about tracking immigrants and shit, but it was the same thing. Here it is, Duck's just talking, and everybody's clapping, not knowing what the fuck he's talking about, man. He's talking about putting you into digital slavery, and you clapping your hands to the tune, like a damn fool. Daniel chapter 3 and verse number 12. There are certain Jews who thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. And that's what the Lord said he was going to do in 1 Kings, the 19th chapter, where he told Elijah the same thing. He told Elijah, hey, I got 7,000 men that shall not bow the knee to the image of Baal. And he got an elect remnant out here today that they're not going to bow the knee to this image, man. They rather choose death. They're not going to, so they can participate for a short while. They're not going to do it, man. They're not going to do it. Because it's not in your benefit, man. This is the end. So take your death cheerfully. If that's what the Lord wants you to do, hey, that's what it is. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11. And verse 23, by faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith, Moses, they were not afraid of the king's commandment. What was he telling them to do? Let's go there, as a matter of fact. Let me hold this. Let's go there real quick. You were not afraid of the king's commandment. That's his parents. Your parents, they're going to be afraid of the king's commandment. That's why you up to date with your jab shots, listening to your damn parents. All right? Your parents are part of this system, man. They're wicked. Exodus chapter 2, verse 1. And there went a man of the house of Levi and took to wife a daughter of Levi. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months. And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and with pitch and put the child therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river's bank. So when you look about that, as a matter of fact, we got to go up a little bit more in Exodus, the first chapter, because there was a decree. Okay, Exodus 1 and verse. Okay. Exodus 1 and verse 16. And he said, when ye do the office of the midwife to the Hebrew women and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. So see, that's why she made bulrushes and put him into the water. Okay? Because there was a son that he was supposed to get put to death by this damn decree. But look what his mother did. Exodus chapter 2, verse 4, and his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him. And the daughter of Pharaoh, and his sister is Miriam. Okay? Moses' sister is Miriam. All right? So what did she do? She followed Moses and saw what was going to be the end of him. Okay? Exodus 2 and verse 4, and his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him and said, this is one of the Hebrews' children. Yeah, so when a man's ways please the Lord, he makes even your enemies be at peace with thee. So here it is. Moses had a purpose, man. He was a deliverer. He was sent to bring forth Israel out of Egypt. Okay? So he was protecting her. Even as a child, a defenseless child. What could he do? He was subject to the will of the Lord, or the mercy of the Lord, and the Lord delivered him. Exodus 2 and 7, then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee? So this is his sister. This is his sister telling the Pharaoh's daughter, do you want me to go find a nurse so to help you with that baby? She knows that's her brother. She knows where that baby came from. She followed him. And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go, and the maid went and called the child's mother. So that's why the Lord delivered the child, man. Okay, and he can deliver your children too. But you got to have faith. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 23, by faith, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. Yeah, we're going to put him to death. Well, you know what? I'm going to hold on to him as long as I can, man. But when they couldn't hide him anymore, man, they had to do something, man. Okay? By faith, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. So he refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Okay? He was picked up at the river. She got him nursed up. He could have lived. That's Pharaoh's daughter, man. He could have lived very good in that time. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 2, in verse 9. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it. And this is his mother. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son, and she called his name Moses. And she said, because I drew him out of the water. He drew him out of the marshal, man. Okay, got drawn out of the water. Okay, Hebrews chapter 11 in verse 24. And I'll read it again. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. So that's the same thing, man. Okay? Choosing that sin for a season so you can go in your Tesla car, automated Tesla vehicle, and drive down to the LA so you can go get you a Tesla burger with some electric sauce and some bacon on the side. Dude, you're going to do that for a short season, and the Lord's going to put your ass to death by fire, worshiping this image. It's the opposite. Those who didn't worship the image got thrown in the fire. You worship the image, you're going to get thrown in the fire. Okay? Daniel chapter 3. Daniel chapter 3 in verse 12. There are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the image, the golden image which thou hast set up. Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. And that's their Babylonian names. As a matter of fact, let me go get their Hebrew names, because their names were changed when they went into Babylon. Okay? Daniel chapter 1, verse 1. In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, unto Jerusalem and besieged it. And the Lord gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand, with part of the vessels of the house of God, which he carried into the hand, into the land of Shinar, to the house of his God. And he brought the vessels into the treasure house of his God. So he sacked the temple and took everything that was inside of the temple in Jerusalem, in the first temple. And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of the eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes. So he wanted some people of the king's seed, that royal line, to be with him. Children in whom was no blemish, but well favored and skillful in all wisdom, and cunning in knowledge, and understanding science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. So they wanted to train them up in their wickedness and their knowledge. Okay, that's why he wanted them. And the king, but they were already smart in science and all types of things. Man, Israel had some very smart people, just like we have today. Okay. You see Israel, what are they doing? They're turning plastic into gasoline. What does Esau want to do? He's taking them out, man. Who knows what he's doing to them? Okay? He might fucking do some, he's a mad scientist, man. Who knows what the fuck he's doing to him? Probably got him somewhere underground, somewhere fucking doing some shit to him like they did in that movie, Tyrone. Probably making a clone of him or something. He was supposedly missing. I never heard of him again. But that's the type of things Israel does, man. Israel will create some shit, but you can't do nothing under this devil, man. This devil needs to go into slavery first. I don't know what y'all don't understand about that. You're trying to make this place a better place, man. Get your fucking mindset out of that place, man. You got a crook running the whole world, man. He got to go into prison. He got to serve 1,000 years under rulership of Yasharallah, man, under Yahweh Shah. And then he got to get burnt up, man. We got to get the fuck up out of here, man, so we can start to prosper. So we can go travel the rest of it and really do what really, he don't. That's not his blessing to make this place better, man. All right. We can't really tap into our blessing until he's up out of the way. All right. And it starts with repenting. It starts with coming to the truth of the Bible and who you are. It starts with waking up the elect, doing the work, putting off this world, man. I got degrees, man. I can create things too. I wanted to get into some engineering aspect. I love engineering. I love science. I love STEM. But then there's no point of it with this fucking devil in power, man. There's no point of it. I'd rather prophesy the downfall of this damn devil first. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 1, and verse 5. And the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king. Now among these were of the children of Judah, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names. For he gave unto Daniel the name of Belteshazzar, and to Hananiah of Shadrach, and to Mishael of Meshach, and to Azariah of Abednego. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. So that's the story of him not eating that bullshit, man, eating the pulse. But then you find out that that was better to do that way. And that's what we're doing now. We're refusing to eat with the king, man. That bullshit, that defiled meat, man. Spiritually. You gotta come up, you gotta be turned into a new man and get this sincere milk, okay, of this word. You gotta eat your Hawashai, man. You gotta drink the blood. You gotta eat the meat, man. Okay. You gotta understand these parables. What the Lord was trying to tell His elect. He was speaking like that because it wasn't for everybody. This word's for the elect. Okay, and it's symbolic of getting the understanding of the word, eating the volume of the book, eating the word. You need this. This is your diet. This is what's going to save you. It's going to make you look better than everybody else in these last days. As they keep perishing and perishing, you're going to look better and better all the way into everlasting. Lord's will be a part of that number. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 3, in verse 14. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, It is true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up. Now, if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, suckbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? And that's the same way these heathens think, man. You've been underneath them. They took you over, and they think that they have some type of power over you, like the Lord isn't protecting you. But the Lord is. Okay, and you can see that because we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here if He didn't leave a remnant of us. We should have been destroyed. We should have been like Sodom and Gomorrah, according to Isaiah, the first chapter, when he was coming through, killing all the Native Americans. The Native Americans are still here. Transatlantic slave trade, the so-called Negroes, Haitians, and Jamaicans, they still here. Nothing this devil has been able to do was able to completely destroy us. But in these last days, he's going to try. Because now he don't really want to kill you, man. He really wants you to take this MOTB. He want to make you a perpetual slave. For some of you already given over to his philosophy, so you're going to be drunk enough and go get that mark. Just like y'all do when y'all go on vacation. You get drunk as shit, go get tattoos so you can remember the place you just left. Well, guess what? The Lord gonna put that same spirit on you to go get this MOTB, because that's where you're gonna go. Right into these tattoo parlors, man, and they're gonna have probably stations all over the place so you can go get your device. Okay? You're gonna be asking for it too. Oh, I'll give you 5,000 Bitcoin points, and you could go fucking live your life, man. You're gonna think, oh well, he's gonna tell you this is for slavery and what we did to you. We're gonna give you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans a head start. Y'all can go first, man. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of cash, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give all of y'all I'm gonna give you, I don't know, whatever it is. Whatever makes you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans feel good about yourself. Maybe he might give you $1 million or something, man. Just so you can take this MOTB and lose your soul and get burnt up. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 3, and verse number 16. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. See, they were smart. They understand the Lord, man. Okay, you got to be built up in this word and have that understanding. But a lot of people, they think they have a faith, but they believe in the so-called white man. And that so-called white man going to show you he the damn devil when he gets your ass. And nobody preparing you for that. And guess what? That's what you get when you take it. Okay, that's what you get because you've been warned. All right, that's what you get. Listening to these damn heathen that are out here that don't know shit about the Bible. Listen to these false Christians, man. They're false. They're pseudo-Christians. They're fake. They don't know nothing about the Bible, man. The fact that you call yourself a Christian just lets me know that you probably don't know what's really in this book. Now, some of y'all are smarter than others, but you still lacking it, man. You still lacking it, man. You still saying some type of falsehood is gonna come out of your mouth, and you're not receiving it. And this word's been going out for years. Every day, Elder Manat Zakbar exposing you. He's exposing you. And he actually takes the time to correct you. And you still don't correct it. He got plenty of views. I share his videos. I know other brothers share his videos, and you don't receive it. You don't look these things up for yourself. And that's why you're going to be faced with bowing the knee to this image. Okay? Daniel chapter 3, verse 18. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Yeah, we're not going to worship your image, your new world order. No, we're not going to do that, man. Why would we do that? To live for a small season. There's no point of it. Because we know it's just getting closer and closer to the end, especially when you mandate it that we worship your image, your system. It's getting closer and closer. Every day he's talking about this damn device. Every single day I'm hearing something about it. Well, in an indirect way, he might show you, look at Tesla, man. You know, I can get Grok to communicate with me and do all this shit. Who gives a fuck about that? You're doing that because he's making people think, oh, Grok actually knows what he's talking about. ChatGPT, yeah, this is some information I want to use. Foolishness, man. Where's that preset? I'm thinking of something about his enterprise. Joe said something about his enterprise. What's up, bro? Talk to me. I'm reading the Bible, brother. You read the Bible?
Read it, but I know a little bit about it. My mother is Christian.
Come here. Look at this sign right here. What's your nationality? Okay, the Puerto Rican. Y'all are from the Northern Kingdom. When you read the Bible, you need an apocrypha, okay? When you read 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, it tells you how we're Israelites. I'm an Israelite. You're an Israelite. You from the tribe of Ephraim. I'm from the tribe of Judah. So this is the southern and the northern kingdom. Over here in Babylon, we forgot who we were. That's why you calling yourself a Puerto Rican. The word Puerto Rican just means port of riches, okay? Now, you go back to Ephraim. I forgot what Ephraim means, but basically, we lost our identity because we were the ones who sinned against the Lord. He gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. We broke them. He kicked us out of Israel. If you're in Israel, you rule the world. If you're not in Israel, look at it, we out here fucked up because we broke all the commandments. Okay, so you're an Israelite, I'm an Israelite. We're supposed to be repenting right now because what do we see coming to pass right now? We're seeing the Northern Kingdom, which are the so-called Latinos and Native Americans. They're getting ISIS jumping out of cars on them. Why is he doing that to them when the so-called Chinese man got beef with, China got beef with America, right? Iran got beef with this place, right? Russia got beef with this place. Why you ain't rounding them up and kicking them the fuck up out of here? But he want to come up against them because we go back to Israel. They go back to a nation called Edom. Edom in the Bible, these are our arch enemies. When you read Genesis, the 25th chapter, it talks about Israel and Edom, Esau, they were in the womb together. This is our forefather. You and I go back to a man called Jacob. Jacob's name was turned to Israel in the book of Genesis, the 32nd chapter. He was fighting an angel, okay? And through him, that's what makes us Israelites. But he had these people on the sun, they all came from him, okay? He's the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel. But if you look at Israel today, they don't talk about Ephraim. You hear about Jew, you heard of a Jew, right? Jewish. Well, I'm from the tribe of Judah, so I'm saying I go back to Jacob. But they say, pretty much, they're not the real Jews, we are, long story short. The promises that were made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that only goes to Israel, okay? So you gotta get your read on, okay? That's all right. But that's what you gotta do, brother. You gotta get a sword. You gotta get this truth, man. That's what you need. This is the only thing that's gonna heal us, man. Ain't nothing in this world gonna heal us except for this word. All right? Huh? Isaiah, yeah. Yeah, but these are all Israelites, brother. This whole book, all Israelites. It's only for Israel. You too, brother. You too. Okay. Back in the book of Daniel, chapter 3, and in verse 18. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. So the Lord got men that are gonna not worship this image that he's setting up. Duck told you he gonna make this the golden age again. He ain't making nothing golden. Okay? Golden age, that's just over with, man. There's no bringing Babylon back. You know, it might seem like it's gonna get better for a short time. It might look like, but when he makes it mandatory, man, just know the end is coming, man. Those thermonuclear missiles are coming. And it's not worth giving up your soul so late in the fourth quarter, man. This is the fourth quarter and you giving up. You should be built up, man. I don't know, drink this water, man. Daniel chapter 3, verse 19, then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was wont to be heated. Yeah, so he was turning up. He turned the heat up. Okay? He turned the heat up, man. And same thing he gonna do again, man. He gonna turn the heat up on you, man. He's gonna turn the heat up on you, probably by trying to get your family to come point you out, try to turn everyone against you, probably make you have a list, most wanted people, okay? However it is, man. Because by then, they might not have your biometrics like that. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be, man. I don't know how we're going to escape from this devil, man. How the Lord's going to preserve his elect. This dude got drones. He got facial recognition. He got cameras everywhere. You're going to go in the stores. You can't buy, purchase with money. So, you know, your faith got to be built up in these last days, man. But the Lord say he going to feed his servants. The Lord say he going to take care of his people, his elect. This book of Daniel, chapter 3, verse 20, and he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and to cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. So they threw them in and they got burnt up. Okay? You know? They threw them in and they got burnt up, man. That just goes to show you. I mean, we all know the story, but it's good to read it again to put yourself in the same position that they were and stop reading it like it's some mythical, oh, this is just a story. The lady that played in that movie, The Book of Eli with Denzel Washington, they asked her, do you read the Bible? Oh, she said the Bible is a good story book with lessons in it. No, this actually really happened. They actually threw 3 men into the fire. Babylon actually existed. Nebuchadnezzar actually existed. He actually made a decree. He actually made a golden image. He was actually trying to put you, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to death. Yeah, the Lord saved them. But you don't, No, you don't. No, this is like, it's spiritual. No, this is why you don't listen to these damn Christians, man. You don't listen to them because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 3, in verse 24. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished and rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. Yeah, we did. Hold on, I see something. He's saying, he stood up, man. He stood up. And guess what? He gonna stand his ass up again when the Lord lift up a standard against him when he try to come in like a madman. Lord's gonna lift up a standard. He gonna protect us in these last days. When you look at that word standard, it says to disappear. It says to, how you doing? It says to disappear. It says a couple of things I can't remember, but it's basically talking about spiritual power. Okay? And getting put into a furnace of fire and not being burnt up, that's spiritual power, man. So we're gonna see a lot of things that not gonna make any type of sense. All right, in these last days. Daniel chapter 3 in verse 25, he answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. Yeah, so he put Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Okay? But the 4th is talking about Yahushua. Yahushua was in the fire with them, man. Okay? And don't think he wasn't just in the fire with them. They had to make it through the exile of Babylon, man. Mad people died during that siege. How did they get through that? Okay, so the Lord was always with them, man. Just so we can have it written, because he's going to be with his elect in these last days too. No matter what they do to you, this devil does. Because ultimately it's the Lord that's allowing this devil to do whatever he can do anyway. It's his will, man. Okay? The book of Daniel, chapter 3, in verse 26, that Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth, come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire. Yeah, ye servants of the Most High God, man. Okay, that's him showing you that that's what he's going to do for his servants. Okay? And not everyone's a servant of the Most High God. A lot of y'all are servants to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, so you can protect. That shit, all that shit's going to be destroyed, man, unless the Lord get you up out of that mindset, man. Okay? Trusting this devil is not, it has no benefit to you, man. It's going to be a short-lived benefit. Yeah, you get to go to Elon Musk's Tesla burger and punch what you got in the screen with your Dogecoin to go buy you some stupid-ass hamburger, man. That's just stupid as shit, man. You're going to get this devil access to your pineal gland, you got to be a damn fool. Or your right hand, he's going to be fucking with your insides, man. He's probably going to be controlling you even with the chip in your right hand. Okay? He can probably tap into your mind, man. Get you to do his will. Because that's what he wants to be. He wants to be like the Most High. Don't think you watch his movies. If you haven't seen Severance shows you sort of what that MOTV is about. Okay? Here it is. He'll be manipulating you. You'll be in the real world doing what he wants you to do, but in your head, you in the metaverse of fucking thinking you living it up. That's what this devil got for you. Okay? He got slavery for you. But he's gonna give it to you in a way it's gonna look great. You're gonna think this is beautiful. Meanwhile, the world's gonna be destroyed. It's gonna look like the Matrix out here, and your ass is gonna be in the metaverse somewhere. Fucking with these devils, man. And this is your temple. This is the temple of the Lord. But this time, this temple's being built up where this devil can't sack it anymore, man. This is a spiritual temple. He's a carnal man. He can't use nothing carnal against the temple. That's why the gates of hell will not prevail against it, because he can't put his hands on where he can't see. That's why he's going to try to come down with great wrath on everybody, because he don't know who is who. He don't know where the temple's at. Okay? He don't know how to find it. He don't know where. How do I get to the altar? How can I put some swine there so I can defile it? He don't know how to do that. So you're going to try to get everybody and get rid of Israel and put this in you because he knows you're the temple. You're going to try to get that RFID microchip in your damn forehead or in your right hand. And he's going to cause all to do it because he understands that Israel, Deuteronomy 28, verse 64, was scattered throughout all nations. So all of y'all going to be faced with this. But the elect, they're going to make it out of here ultimately on those chariots, and they're going to watch all of y'all burn, drinking wine with your Yahushua and having a great time. Okay, then it's going to be an Israelite party. Then we can party. Watching y'all get burnt up in these last days, man. And we're going to be drinking crowns on our heads and all of that, according to second chapter. Then we're going to come down and we're going to put y'all in slavery. And then you're going to go to work continually forever for the nation of Israel. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 3, and verse number 27. And the princes and governors and captains and the kings, counselors being gathered together, saw these men upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was a hair of their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of the fire had passed on them. Yeah, so the fire had no effect on them, okay? Their clothes didn't even smell like smoke. It didn't change, it didn't burn them, it didn't touch them. And they were in the midst, and he put it up 7 times more, showing you the power of the Lord, man. Showing you the power of the Lord. Okay? Daniel chapter 3, verse 28. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who have sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him, and have changed the king's word and yielded their bodies, that they might not serve nor worship any God except their own God. Exactly. And look at Nebuchadnezzar worshiping the Most High God again. And then in the next chapter, he gets brought low, and then he shows his ass again. You can't fuck with Israel, man, the God of Israel, man. So there's no other God, the God of everybody, man. If there was a God of everybody, then, hey, wouldn't he be saving y'all from this destruction that's coming? Wouldn't he be warning you about it? Why ain't your God? Why isn't Jesus Christ telling you about this time, man? What is he telling you to do? Hold hands with your enemy and kiss your ass goodbye? What kind of God is that, man? Because you ain't got the truth. Okay? That's Esau telling you lies. More Greek mythology, Jewish fables. Stop listening to that bullshit, man. Scriptures tell you to drink out of your own cistern. All right? Daniel chapter 3 and verse 29. Therefore I make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort. Yeah, there's no other God that can deliver after this sort. Okay, even the heathen had to acknowledge that, man. Damn, man, ain't no other God that can deliver out of this sort, and that's the God of Israel. So why wouldn't you want to come serve him now? Why he still got his prophets on the highways and hedges to wake your ass up before it's too late? The Lord's looking for his elect to come and teach this word so we can build up his temple. Okay? Let me grab this in the book of Daniel. Just give me a precept. Chapter 6. Daniel 6, verse 26. I make a decree that in every dominion to my kingdom men tremble and fear before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God and steadfast forever, in his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall be even unto the end. He delivereth and rescueth, and he worketh signs and wonders in heaven and in earth, who have delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. So this Daniel prospered in the reign of Darius and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian. That's right, man. And he delivered Daniel out of the lion's den. The same thing. Okay? Oh no, police. What do they want? Lady just pulled over the police and said some woman got assaulted at the train and then walked off, and the police told her to come in. Oh my God, man, this place is done. Daniel chapter 3. This place is done, man. That's done. That's done. That's it, man. That's what Daniel did. That's the God of Israel for you. The song of the three holy children, the song of the three holy children. And they walked in the midst of the fire, praising God and blessing the Lord. Then Azariah stood up and prayed on this manner, and opening his mouth in the midst of the fire, said, Blessed art thou, O Lord, God of our fathers. Thy name is worthy to be praised and glorified forevermore. For thou art righteous in all the things that thou hast done to us. Yea, true are all thy works. Thy ways are right, and all thy judgments truth. In all the things that thou hast brought upon us and upon the holy city of our fathers, even Jerusalem, thou hast executed true judgment. For according to truth and judgment didst thou bring all these things upon us because of our sins. So he understood, even going through the burning furnace, the fiery furnace, that he was being that's a contrite spirit right there, having that understanding. And the Lord showed him the sure mercies of David. Okay? So having that knowledge, hey, it saved him. Being that in that repentant, contrite spirit like the Lord likes, that's what the Lord's looking for. Okay? As a matter of fact, let me grab this precept. It tells you that sacrifice to the Lord is a contrite spirit. Let's see if I can find that precept. Psalms 51 and 17. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. Oh God, thou wilt not despise. So he's not going to despise that, man. Psalm 51 and 17. That's the type of sacrifice he's looking for, man. Okay? This is the song of the three holy children, or the prayer of Azariah, and they call it in different texts. Verse 6, for we have sinned and committed iniquity, departing from thee. In all things have we trespassed, and not obeyed thy commandments, nor kept them. Neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us. Yeah, so he told you in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, if you don't want to listen to these laws, statutes, and commandments, then all these curses are going to fall upon you, man. And as a nation, he punished us as a nation. You know, and then, you know, you tend to look at King Solomon and think, okay, well, he's the one who was worshiping those gods and stuff. You know? You can't, there's a precept that shows you, man. I think, let me see if I can grab it. It tells you, as a manner of the people is, I think it's Sirach, the 10th chapter. Let me go there real quick. Sirach 10 and 1, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So don't think that they weren't worshiping other gods just like King Solomon was, man. It's just like it said in Sirach 10 and 2. Okay? It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such as all they that dwell therein. So everyone's wicked. Israel's going off, man. Can't just blame it on the king, man. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Yeah, the prudence of them that are in authority. That's why, you know, you got to listen to the prophets, man. You need this word. Because this is the only way your kingdom's going to remain, by establishing the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why there hasn't been a kingdom as righteous as the kingdom of Israel for 40 years of peace. You're not going to see anything like that, even though he went off and fucked it up. But there was a time of peace, because there was a time of under King David where, hey, man, he was making sure that these law, statutes, and commandments were implemented. Okay? Same thing with King Solomon, but then those wives, man, fuck you up, man. They fuck you up because, you know, first of all, you in the flesh, and you ain't got that. You need a new body to deal with all those women like that. and not be influenced by their gods, because that's the power of a woman, man. She can get you to go off, man. Okay. Ecclesiasticus 10:4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, and that's Yahweh Shai. Okay, and he's profitable, and he showed you that he's profitable. Why not put somebody in a position that they deserve? Yahweh Shai definitely deserves the position that he's in, okay? Because he was the only one that was able to keep these laws, statutes, commandments perfectly in the flesh. And then with doing that, giving his body as a living sacrifice to the nation of Israel, being an example, okay? Of course he deserved that. Without Yahweh Shai, hey, we would have never had a chance to get back right with the Lord, okay? Song of the three holy children, verse 7, in all things, verse 8, wherefore all that thou hast brought upon us and everything that thou hast done to us, thou hast done in true judgment. Yeah, so we deserved it. We deserved it, man. Going, bringing in the Babylonians to come sack the temple, putting us in the midst of the furnace. It's all, he understood that, hey, we deserved it because the Lord's righteous. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of God, into an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world. Yeah, the most wicked in all the world, man. Esau, man. Esau, he's the most wicked. And now we cannot open our mouths. We are become a shame and reproach to thy servants and to them that worship thee. Yet deliver us not up wholly for thy name's sake, neither didst to know that thou thy covenant. Yeah, don't disannul that covenant that you made with us, man. And he didn't. Okay, he tells you in Isaiah the 14th chapter, let me grab that he's still dealing with Israel. Okay? He ain't disannulling. Isaiah 14:1, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Exactly, man. I will choose Israel. Okay? He said, I'm going to have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. All right, so even though, so that scripture is basically saying, he's going to have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel, basically saying, even though y'all went off, I'm still going to have mercy on you, and I'm still going to choose Jacob and Israel, which is the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, which is all Israel. Okay? The song of the three holy children, verse number 12, and cause not thy mercy to depart from us, for thy beloved Abraham's sake, for thy servant Isaac's sake, and for thy holy Israel's sake. That's right, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. He made a covenant, and that's the line that he's dealing with. Okay? To whom thou hast spoken and promised that thou wouldest multiply their seed as the stars of heaven and as the sand that lieth upon the seashore. For we, O Lord, are become less than any nation and be kept under this day in all the world because of our sins. Neither is there at this time prince or prophet or leader or burnt offering or sacrifice or oblation or incense or place to sacrifice before thee and to find mercy. Yeah, so he got rid of all of that, man. Because that's why he sent his son. We don't need a temple and all of this to sacrifice animals to the Lord. He's not accepting that anyways. You got to come through Yahweh Shai if you want to be accepted. That's the only sacrifice that the Lord is that's going to atone your sins, man. Okay? Verse number 16, it says, nevertheless, in a contrite heart and in a humble spirit, let us be accepted. Just like it says in Psalms 51 and 17. Okay, that's the sacrifice that he's looking for. Okay? Let me grab that precept again. I got to remember that. It's the book of Psalms 51, verse 17. Actually, I'll start up. Psalms 51, I'll start at 10. Verse 10, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, thou God of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall show forth thy praise. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offerings. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, are broken in a contrite heart. O God, thou wilt not despise. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem, that then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and whole burnt offering. Then shall they offer bullocks upon thine altar. And that, now we're not doing that anymore. What we're doing is spiritual sacrifices, making our body a living sacrifice. Okay. Back in the Song of the Three Holy Children, verse number 17, like as in the burnt offerings of rams and bullocks, and like as in 10,000s of fat lambs, so let our sacrifice be in thy sight this day, and grant that we may wholly go after thee, for they shall not be confounded that put their trust in thee. Yeah, we ain't gonna be confounded putting our trust in the Lord, man. Just like it says in Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Okay? You want to make sure, hey man, that you right with the Lord. Sirach 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make no haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? That's right, man. Who did he do it to? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and that will ye do, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men, for as his majesty is, so is his mercy. So the same thing that King David said to Gad of Seir. Okay, I'd rather fall into the hands of the Lord than these enemies, man. And that's what all we're hoping for, is for the mercy of the Lord. The Song of the Three Holy Children, verse 18, and now we follow thee with all our heart, we fear thee and seek thy face. Put us not to shame, but deal with us after thy loving kindness and according to the multitude of thy mercies. Deliver us also according to thy marvelous works, and give glory to thy name, O Lord, and let all them that do thy servants hurt be ashamed. And let them be confounded in all their power and might, and let their strength be broken. And let them know that thou art Lord, and the only God, and glorious over the whole world. And the king's servants that put them in cease not to make the oven hot with rosin, pitch, tow, and small wood, so that the flames streamed forth above the furnace 49 cubits. And it passed through and burned those Chaldeans it found about the furnace. Yeah, just like he did with those men who tried to throw them in the fire. Let that fall on them. Just like, he who rolls a stone, let that stone fall on them. Yeah, let you get burnt up. But the angel of the Lord came down into the oven together with Azarias and his fellows, and smote the flame of the fire out of the oven, and made the midst of the furnace as it had been a moist whistling wind, so that the fire touched them not at all, neither hurt nor troubled them. So he said a misty wind was around them, man. Talking about the Lord, that's what he did. He protected them in that time. That's setting up a standard. Okay. And, verse 28, then the three as out of one mouth praised, glorified, and blessed God in the furnace, saying, blessed art thou, O Lord God of our fathers, and to be praised and exalted above all forever. And blessed is thy glorious and holy name, and to be praised and exalted above all forever. Blessed art thou in the temple of thine holy glory, and to be praised and glorified above all forever. Blessed art thou that beholdest the depths, and sittest upon the cherubims, and to be praised and exalted above all forever. Blessed art thou on the glorious throne of thy kingdom, and to be praised and glorified above all forever. Blessed art thou in the firmament of heaven, and above all to be praised and glorified forever. All ye works of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye heavens, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye angels of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all ye waters that be above the heaven, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all ye powers of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye sun and moon, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye stars of heaven, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O every shower and dew, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all ye winds, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye fire and heat, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye winter and summer, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye dews and storms of snow, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye nights and days, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye light and darkness, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye ice and cold, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye frost and snow, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye lightnings and clouds, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O let the earth bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye mountains and little hills, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all ye things that grow on the earth, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye fountains, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye seas and rivers, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye whales and all that move in the waters, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all ye fowls of the air, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all ye beasts and cattle, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye children of men, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O Israel, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye priests of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye servants of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye spirits and souls of the righteous, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye holy and humble men of heart, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O Ananias, Azarias, and Messiah, bless ye the Lord, and praise and exalt him above all forever. For he have delivered us from hell, and saved us from the hand of death, and delivered us out of the midst of the furnace and burning flame, even out of the midst of the fire have he delivered us. O give thanks unto the Lord, because he is gracious, for his mercy endureth forever. O all ye that worship the Lord, bless the God of gods, praise him, and give him thanks, for his mercy endureth forever. That's right, man. So that's what they prayed when they were in the fire, man. Okay. So that's another thing, man. You gotta pray, man. You gotta pray when you in that when that affliction comes. But I'm gonna end it right there. Lord's will, that was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, B'cha Kodash. Shalom, Abba Bal, Kwam Yasharallah.